Mexico City. We've hired some very cool bikes, and
They're not electric.
and we're exploring the first of many attractions in this city, which is Chapultepec Park. Chapultepec Park. I don't know how to pronounce it really, but yeah. Here we are.
Chassis style. Don't really know what we're doing. Just winging it.
Just winging it.
But I can see a castle over there beyond.
Oh.
Find that.
We better go and find this castle. Walking to the main Zocalo square with the largest cathedral in Latin America. Bit of a tent city action going on. Wild. Hello.
Hi, from Mexico City.
We've just ridden, 13.5k?
Oh, it was longer actually, about 15.
15k.
Bikes.
Really beautiful cities for, overall, we're loving it. But great
Really
for bike riding.
Rideable city, lots of bike lanes, not too chaos.
And what are we doing here?
Wow, we're doing one of the tourist destination things, but Frida Kahlo.
Frida Kahlo, the famous Mexican artist. Off to our first Lucha Libre show, aren't we, Sonia?
5-week trip around the world. Here we are, we've just picked Monty up and we are driving now to get supplies and get some work done, oil change, fun stuff.
Well, she needs a wash.
And a wash. She's very dirty, sitting for 5 weeks. But van life, we're back. Woohoo!
Markets. They're iconic in the Oaxaca region, and we're touching a traditional little moto taxi. Moto taxi.
Also known as a tuk-tuk.
Tuk-tuk. In Thailand, they're called tuk-tuks. Moto taxi. Here we are.
I think they're grasshoppers, baby grasshoppers.
Baby grasshoppers. Crickets. Yeah. So we're in Santa Maria
Del Tour,
del Tour,
Oaxaca.
we are going to see one of the oldest trees in the world, a cypress tree. How many years old, Mrs. Chassis?
They say it's about 2,000, I think. But it's special because it's the widest. It's got the biggest girth.
It's a big fat tree.
In the whole world. So it's very stumpy.
All right, let's go and have a look at it. One of those trees which is so big, so like wide, not like the big redwoods in Northern California in height, but this tree is so fat, massive girth on it, so it's hard to even capture. Let's go and have a look closer. Where are we off to?
Monty Alban.
Monty Alban. It's one of the most important cultural sites in Oaxaca and Mexico.
We've only been here, Oaxaca,
Four times.
And this is our last thing to do before we leave.
We're about an hour outside Oaxaca at Hierve el Agua. These limestone springs overlooking the valley below. And over the thousands of years, they have dripped over the cliffs and created like a stalactites, petrified waterfalls, frozen in time as they cascade over the cliffs, which we'll see more of tomorrow. When you're visiting Hierve el Agua, you can actually stay in the car park, which we've decided to do, pay a little bit of extra money and spend the night here, and then get up early and get the pools when there's no one here.
We're driving up into the mountains after we left Oaxaca.
Hi. Very high.
Hi. And yeah, we're heading to a little village called San Jose del Pacifico.
Famous little hippie town.
Yeah, it's like in the 90s.
Little, one of the more alternative towns in Mexico, supposedly. So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, we'll go and check it out. So we're just walking down into the town of
San
San Jose del Pacifico. And this town's not only famous for the mushrooms, but also for a traditional, well, it's like a rebirthing, cleansing ceremony called
Temazali.
No, Temazcal.
Temazcal.
Oh my gosh. Not to be mistaken with Mazcal. Anyway,
Temazcal.
we're going to go down and see what it's all about.
It's a full ceremony in a heated
Very
room,
hot.
very hot sauna. This one's a mushroom-shaped one we're going to. And
Funny enough.
you get all these different teas poured over the hot rocks.
Volcanic rocks, and there's 4 different doors that represent the elements. So we'll enjoy being cleansed, rebirthed. We're about to do a traditional ceremony here in San Juan del Pacifico called the Tezmacao. Anyway, we'll take you on our little road trip. Trying to find where to check in.
Well, that was amazing.
We're just over reborn.
80 minutes in this Temazcal. It was pretty intense by the last half for me, really. But we did it.
We did it and it felt great. And we'll do it again.
Bye. We are at Pilates, which is
Nice word to say, isn't it?
nice word to say. It's a little nudist town in Oaxaca State, Mexico.
So of course, we just have kind of little nudie swim.
Little nudie swims.
Yeah, got some nudes, really gay, nude guys.
It's lovely so far. We only just got here. Nice campground, cool little vibe going on. We'll see what this town brings over the next couple of days. So we're at a little beach called San Agustin. It's about an hour south of Zipilate, Mexico's only nudist beach. And we're heading down towards Barra de la Cruz, but we stopped in here for the night because it's very pretty, and we're told there's some amazing snorkeling up in the corner. We'll see if amazing's the right term, but it's famous for it here, so regardless, it's a beautiful little bay dotted with little restaurants. We ate here yesterday. It was pretty good, wasn't it?
Beautiful. Seafood too.
A little campground at a surf break called Barra de la Cruz.
Hi.
Barra de la Cruz is, they did have a WSL comp there for a year or two. Hence it's become fairly well known, but we're about a 20-minute walk away, and we're going to take our bikes down to the beach to cut that time down. Got my board there. Don't have board racks, but I'll work it out. But this campground's lovely. We've got chickens, a rooster, pussycat, mangoes. Some are ripe, falling on the ground. They're just little, but they're yummy. Putting our blender to good use. And we've got a massive palapa that we're sort of calling our own. So, anyway, we're going to ride down and check this surf break out. First impressions of the beach at Barra de la Cruz, Mrs. Shafi? I had a really fun surf. The idea of the mango smoothie, sounds great when you're camping, except when you don't have a blender.
It's a chunky mango smoothie.
We actually do have a blender, and we're going to pull that out. We bought it in Australia when we returned home just recently, and we're going to pull it out and show you. Cristobal de las Casas in the San Nicolas campground. You've been chassied.
Howdy.
Hey there.
We're back in nature.
Beautiful little nature reserve outside of San Cristobal called El Arcotete. There's some caves around.
We stayed here last night by the stream. It's beautiful. So we thought we'll stay another night and go on an adventure.
And, very peaceful. There's only one other camper near us, and we're just on the river, and it's lovely, grassy, cool at night. So we're going to find these caves, have a little walk around. We'll show you. again. We are now at Sumidero Canyon.
First of the miradors. There's 5 viewpoints.
We're doing the scenic drive today to 5 viewpoints, looking down into this supposedly spectacular canyon with 1,000 metre sheer cliff walls. I liken it to Mexico's version of the Grand Canyon.
Interesting.
And then tomorrow, what's the go?
We're going to actually go through the canyon on a boat.
Yeah, we're going to do it from a water level. Go and see some crocodiles. Where are we, Mrs. Chassis?
El Chiflon.
El Chiflon.
Not chiffon.
One of the most famous waterfalls in Chiapas, maybe in the whole of Mexico. It looks beautiful from the photos, and we saw it in the distance yesterday.
We're in the bottom of it.
We're going to walk this trail along the crystal cascades.
I think there's 5 waterfalls. So we'll go and check them out.
Check out El Chiflon.
First one's here.
Yeah, of course we are. Here we go. Well, how was that?
Amazing. We went all the way to the top.
Time to the top. It was beautiful. Best waterfall we've been to in Mexico.
We've ever seen.
Maybe one of the best we've ever
The
seen.
most bluest.
Highly rated. Must do if you're in Chiapas. So we are at a place called Cascada El Churro, which is about an hour away from San Cristobal. We camped here last night in Monty. We're the only ones here. It's a beautiful setting, not touristy at all. Unlike El Chiflon, which, as gorgeous as it was getting pretty busy yesterday by the time we left. This place had a few crew here when we arrived yesterday because it was Madrel or Dia de Madre, which is Mother's Day, May 10 every year. But it's empty right now. To get to the main falls, you've got to walk across the river. Careful, Mrs. Chassis. Don't want you falling over. are on the banks of the beautiful Lake Zocalo in the Montebello National Park region. There's about 5 or 6 lakes here. We're right near the Guatemalan border. So we're spending a few days here just getting our paperwork together and making sure we don't have any food that we can't take across, getting through it, getting ready. We're loving this spot. It's a bit cooler than down on the coast. We're about to have a swim. Hello!
Hi, from Lake Pacifico.
Pacifico in the Lagunas de Montebello National Park area, just on the border of Guatemala
And Mexico.
and Mexico.
We're about to walk into Guatemala.
Yeah, it's a point here. We're right on the border. You can just walk over to basically just go into Guatemala. We're going there in a couple of days anyway, for about a month as we head south. But we figured while we're at these lakes, we'll just walk over.
We'll go and check it out and see if we like it.
Okay, I think we're entering the free zone now in between Mexico and Guatemala.
Here we go, walking across.
So we're now officially in Guatemala
We just walked.
and back in Mexico. It's a fine line.
Oh, it's so much fun. So we decided we did a pivot and drove north to another border crossing because we wanted to see the north area of Chiapas, and it's beautiful. We're so glad we did. Very jungly, waterfalls everywhere, and we're going to go to Palenque, another Mayan ruin. Garth's driving so well.
So we are camped on a private property just outside Cascades de Agua Azul in Chiapas state, right near the Guatemalan border. We're the only ones here camping anyway. The family live in a little hut just behind, and they've done a really nice job. Some little palapas here to hang on, and the best thing over here somewhere is we have our own waterfall, which I'm going to walk to now. And here is our waterfall. It's private. No one else can get to it. Only us and everyone else who's on the other side, which is no one yet. That was beautiful way to wake up, wasn't it?
Oh, yum yum. Best shower under that beautiful waterfall.
Yeah, really gorgeous. Now we're going to go to see the main attraction, which is Cascades de Agua Azul.
So here we are at Agua Azul.
Agua Azul.
Cascade.
Yes.
We pivoted and came here to see it. Very touristy.
Pivot. It's your
Pivot.
favourite word, isn't it?
Yeah. We're glad we did. You got here early. No one else was here.
Beautiful. Not one other person. Phew. So Sonia loves to break the rules. Not allowed to go past a certain point here in Agua Azul. She went past the barrier and has been told by the guard to come back. She's a naughty girl. Of course you got yourself into trouble, Sonia. Sí, gracias. We're about to leave the country of Micheladas and clamadas.
So we're making up for it now. This is called a clamada ata.
Clamatada.
And we've got a beautiful backdrop. Filling up with people now. But we'll enjoy these before we hit the road to Palenque.
Singo.
Oh, she's stopping us, this little girl. Oh dear.
Popcorn. We can get popcorn.
Hay palomitas.
How much, darling? How many peso? ¿Cuánto está?
A 40.
Aguenta.
Sí.
Aguenta.
No lo compres.
40.
Sí.
10, 20.
40?
No.
How much?
30.
30? 30. 30. Gracias.
Gracias.
She's happy with that. She's not even going to count it. You happy? Muy bien? Ciao, ciao.
We're at the Palenque ruins.
We got here.
It's our fourth ruins, I think, in Mexico.
We've only got an hour and a half, so we're just going to whip through.
It's full jungle setting. And maybe not the most famous, but it's up there with Chichen Itza in the Yucatan. Anyway, we've just got here. It's humid and we're late in the afternoon.
Hopefully no people.
And we're seeing something pretty nice just right now, actually.
Okay, we are 12 minutes from the Guatemalan border.
Big day.
It's our first real proper border crossing, we feel, because the one into Mexico was a bit of a non-event. So we've been getting prepared, got all our paperwork in order, and hope we haven't missed anything, but we'll see how it all goes. Hopefully it's straightforward and they don't try to rip us off.
When we crossed into Mexico way back in October 23rd, we had no idea we would be spending the next 7 months here. It's been quite the journey. It's such a diverse country, and we've done a lot. We haven't done it all, but we've certainly ticked quite a few boxes.
I think I was just thinking about it this morning. I think we've actually done a pretty good job of it. We've seen so much of Mexico. Still haven't seen it all, obviously, but I think we've done a pretty good job.
We've done a very good job, and we've gone from the deserts of the Baja to the jungles of Riviera Nayarit and Chiapas, where we've just been the last few days, and there's jungle waterholes and waterfalls. So it's been amazing.
Yeah.
But bring on Guatemala, I say.
We're ready for Guatemala, some volcanoes and lakes and more waterfalls. So we'll bring you along for the ride.